Okay.
Yeah, my grandparents are from New York, and
Okay.
Chinatown in the Bronx. So there's like a lot of Korean Christianity and there's a lot of Chinese Catholicism,
Catholicism
um,
specifically, though. How the
specifically
fuck
Catholic.
was
Yeah,
it
it's
like? Was it Marco Polo? He stole
yeah.
the spaghetti, the noodles, and then gave them. It was like, here, fucking you will
Some
take the good
noodles.
shit, make it even better, and we're gonna just ruin you, burden you for the rest of existence.
Honestly, love him showing up with like a Bible and noodles and just being like, "I got you."
And then Americans just make up a dumb swimming game.
Yeah, yeah. I, I wasn't very bright as a kid, and also we didn't learn American history. It because again, it's Hawaii, so like all of our history is. I have a lot of Hawaiian and Native Hawaiian history, and a lot of Asian history. But I didn't know that Marco Polo was a person. Like maybe they taught it to me, but I don't think I took U.S. history after like sixth grade. So like I
Yeah,
didn't know this was a person until I was way too old to be like, oh, he's like a whole human being. He did a lot of
yeah.
bad stuff.
Was it when they put out the Netflix special?
Honestly, I just learned that Massachusetts isn't. I just learned where Massachusetts was. I always thought it
Oh
was below
yeah.
New York.
You
I
said
like
something that
don't know
was
anything. I'm just
fascinating
like
to
not
me.
that bright. What?
You said something that was fascinating just a second ago. You said, when I was young, I wasn't that bright. Did you say that?
I wasn't. I did. I
Are you sure you just weren't learning disabled? And maybe that's like, you just
no
weren't
no no
diagnosed?
no
That's
no
so harsh. I've
no.
never heard anyone say I was dumb and now I'm smarter.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm smart now, but I wasn't like I wasn't paying attention to I the only thing that I would say is maybe undiagnosed is that I had selective hearing, but that's
Okay.
just that I didn't want to listen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think like life just passed me by in a lot of ways when I was younger, and that like I don't think I learned any of the states on a map. I couldn't fill in one of those like
But that
I
that
don't know
doesn't
the
necessarily mean
song.
you're not bright. I don't get the vibe that you're not bright. Like I don't know. I don't. We're
Ah,
not
you
going to
should
do a
maybe.
therapy.
I was
We're
gonna
not.
say you could also ask a couple of my teachers, and I think they would say the same
But I think that that's
thing.
like, I don't know, dude. If I define myself on my academic prowess, I'm fucking,
Oh
That's why I'm
yeah.
not. That's why I chose to do a podcast instead of go to grad school.
Well, it's also why
Fucking.
I went to Cranbrook because there's no grades and there's no classes.
Oh, but I
Oh,
think
did that?
maybe you just learn differently. Like, I don't know all the fucking states. I barely know where like St. Louis is, and that's not even
Yeah.
a state. See, there
I
you
was
go.
gonna say, I was like, I think that's a city.
But no, okay, but okay. I will flip it though. I do love embracing being dumb though. Like, just like, oh God, it's so much easier
Yeah.
than to
It's
like kind of.
yeah, I'm not here to like prove to you that I have any sort of intelligence. I'm fine with people being like, you know, is nice, but like not that doesn't have a lot going on. I'll be like, that's fine. That feels okay to me.
That is fascinating. I feel like I've met you at this point.